Hey guys, today we're going to talk about test crossing. Test crossing is sometimes how you can find the identity of a uh, trait without having all the information that you may need. So, if, for example, in this one, you says if you have a guinea pig with a dominant phenotype, what's the possible genotypes for that trait? You can have two. You can have homozygous dominant, which means you would have both capital letters, or you can have heterozygous dominant, which means you would have one big letter and one little letter. So if the guinea pig has a recessive phenotype, what's the possibilities? Homozygous recessive or two little letters. So how can you use what you know about dominant and recessive to find the actual genotypes of the dominant phenotype? You do a test cross. So crossing a dominant phenotype with a recessive phenotype will determine the dominant genotype. So what you're trying to do with a test cross is you're trying to find out, is it big letter, or big letter, little letter? So guinea pigs with folded ears are dominant, and so is the guinea pig big E or big E little e. So if you cross it with a straight-eared guinea pig, you will see. And it doesn't give me the example, but what would happen is you would take the big E and cross it with little e little e. All of your offspring would be big E little e. So you would still have the dominant trait and no recessive trait appear. But if you took the big E little e and you crossed it with little e, then you would have 50% chance of having those particular traits. So if you had E's that had the folded ears and you had the straight ears, and half of your guinea pigs were straight ear and half of your guinea pigs were folded ears, you would know that you would have to have the heterozygous dominant trait, which is big E little e. And so you can use this test cross to find out some of the different traits that you might not be aware of. You know it would be dominant trait, but you don't know what that other letter is. And so you would use a test cross to find out what the other letter was.